Hello and welcome to another NJCAAE Rocket League match week. We have two series for your Falcons tonight. The first series is against Hawkeye Community College, and the second series is an iconic battle going back, and we're battling Wake Tech. So stick around, we'll start soon. right. Looks like we're about ready to get started. Just waiting for one more Hawkeye player to join the lobby. Starting lineup for the Falcons, Smooth, Celis, and Knuckle. Starting lineup for Hawkeye, Jorjor, Reiki, and we're waiting for the last one, Pro. 2 Phoenix and a Dominus versus 2 Phoenix and an Octane. All right, kickoff underway. Knuckle meets Reiki in the middle. Smooth gets the better of the kickoff. Ball going towards Hawkeye's net. Can Celis put it in? He can't. Saved by Jorjor off the crossbar. Reiki on the counter on his own sidewall. Able to beat Knuckle. Smooth's at the bottom. Beats Smooth, sorta. Smooth gets a piece of the ball. Reiki in Daytona's corner. Can he find a teammate? Looming ball. Somehow Daytona bailed out there. Celis on the counter. Has to beat Reiki. Celis can't find a teammate, overshoots it. Loose ball above Hawkeye's net, now into the corner. Pro banks off Celis, ball going towards Daytona's net. Celis can't get a good clear, and Reiki takes the opportunity. Celis' mistake in front of the goal. A little slow here from Daytona in the opening 30 seconds. Kickoff underway. Goes in the favor of Smooth. Has some time in boost. Can't get a flip reset. Jorjor breaks it at the bottom. Knuckle goes up. Can't get it past Reiki. Reiki on the counter. Gets some boost. Smooth on the goal line with an easy clear. Tries to find Knuckle. Jorjor breaks it up in the middle. Pro with a shot. Celis. Reiki misses the ball. Celis gets a touch. Jorjor puts it on target. Not very hard though. Knuckle hits it to Smooth. Daytona on a break here. Smooth has some space. Let's see what the star for Daytona can do. Gets the flip reset and banks it off the crossbar. Smooth showing everyone who he is. Nice little solo play. Gets a flip reset. Pro and Reiki can't do anything. Banks off the crossbar. Jorjor on the back post in awe. Kickoff underway. Pro meets Smooth. Ball falls to Reiki. Reiki has some space. Knuckle. Celis. Jorjor. Smooth gets a 50. Smooth gets a second touch. Celis takes the ball off of Pro's bad touch. Pro hits it away. Knuckle gets bumped. Smooth misses the ball. Somehow worked as a fake though. Reiki clears the downfield. Celis opts to pass it. And Jorjor puts it in the back of net. That's a second mistake for Celis early on here in game 1. Not up to speed. 2 goals, gifts from Daytona to Hawkeye. Kickoff underway. Jorjor meets Celis in the midfield. Celis, can he get it back for his team? Pro clears it away off his goal line. Smooth puts it back into the fray. Knuckle with a shot and instant impact here from Daytona. Instant retaliation. Knuckle off a team play. Smooth able to find his captain, and Knuckle beats the man on the goal line. Kickoff underway. Reiki meets Knuckle. Smooth gets beat by Pro on the loose ball in the midfield. Ball falls in Daytona's corner. Celis needs to beat Pro. Does so. Can't get a pass. Reiki breaks it up and gets a demo on Smooth. 2-on-2 in front of Daytona's net. Hawkeye tries to pass it around. Can't find anyone. Celis booms it downfield. Pro goes up. Gets a touch into his own corner. Smooth misses. Celis loses his 50. Still looming ball. Jorjor. Knuckle hits it towards the net. Has to beat 2. Reiki hits it away. Reiki gets it past 1 Daytona defender. Smooth gets the best of it. Bumped by Celis, and that is easy as a slice of cake. Knuckle, once again, finding the ball from a smooth pass in the midfield. 3-2 Daytona. 2 minutes and 26 seconds left here in game 1. Kickoff underway. Knuckle meets Reiki again. Celis Has some space. Can he make up for his mistakes earlier on in the game? Beats George Orr, puts it on target. Reiki hits it away. Knuckle gets beat by Pro. Smooth loses his 50 to Pro. Loose ball looming towards Daytona's net. Sullis with a good pinch off the backboard. Sullis goes up for it again. Heavy touch. Pro able to take advantage of it, but two Daytona defenders meet him. Looming ball. George Orr misses it. Sullis, Reiki meet for a 50. He goes in the favor of Reiki. Reiki hits it down. Smooth, the recipient, off the sidewall, leaves it for Knuckle. Knuckle booms it over George Orr and Reiki. One-on-one with Knuckle and Pro. Pro. Smooth puts it back into the fray. Sullis can't put it in. Hawkeyes counter broken up by Smooth. Has to be two in the net. Can't do so. Not in a good position. Smooth puts it back into the center. Knuckle just waiting for an opportunity. Knuckle able to center it. Sullis misses the ball. Can't get the double touch. Georgia on the counter. Some space, has to beat Smooth. Can't do so. Smooth to Sullis. Tries to put it on target. Goes wide ultimately. Knuckle puts it back. Sullis tries to squeeze in near post. Good save by George Orr. Ball finds its way all the way to Daytona's corner. Smooth restarts the attack. Can he redo his solo play from earlier? Gets a flip reset. Georgia's there this time though. Tight ankle, can't do it. Sullis, his turn. Can he find Knuckle for the hat trick? Reiki clears the ball away. Reiki beats Smooth on the goal line, but had to hit it away from goal. Now Daytona reset, going towards Hawkeye's net. Georgia in the corner. Smooth tries to hit it in, can't. Banks off the post. Knuckle. Pro. Smooth with a shot just above the top corner. Knuckle. Sullis can't put it in, too wide. Reiki gives an opportunity. Can he beat Smooth? Last man back. Smooth with some good defending. One-on-one. Reiki keeps it in a dangerous area. Can he find a teammate on the ground? Smooth breaks it up. Loose ball in the midfield. Smooth opts to take it high. Can't find a teammate with the center ball. Puts it back up. Daytona opting to let Hawkeye have an opportunity. Reiki loses his 50 to Knuckle. Loose ball in the air. Smooth gets a flip reset, but it goes nowhere. Sullis with a shot. Rattles off the crossbar. Knuckle for a hat trick. Sullis gets his goal. Makes up for his two mistakes. Off the crossbar. Knuckle puts it off. Passes it to Sullis, and Sullis squeezes it off the post. 4-2 game one. Oh, looks like we have a server issue. Give us a second. We'll be back shortly. Series currently is 1-0 in favor of Daytona. Best of 5, first to 3. All right, looks like we're back in. Just waiting for everyone to ready up. Game 2 is a go. Kickoff underway. Reiki meets Solace in the middle. Knuckle gets a good 50 for his team. Smooth on the ground, has 2 to beat. Flicks it just a little too high. Pro. Solace. Can he find a teammate? Gets it past Georgia, or ball falls to Reiki. Knuckle puts it back in a center position. Hit away by Reiki. Smooth. Solace with a shot, and Daytona strike early here in game 2. Daytona just hawking in front of Hawkeye's net. Going after every opportunity. Diving, winning 50s, creating opportunities in the chaos. Kickoff underway. Smooth meets Georgia. Ball high up in the air, Solace goes up for it, hits it down, gets a double touch. The center was too close to Reiki. Hawkeye weathers storm. Smooth off the backboard. Can Solace put it in? Great save by Pro, rattles off the crossbar. Knuckle with the shot, hits it just wide. Smooth with a shot, saved by Reiki. Counterattack, broken up. Smooth. Solace, Smooth did that by himself off the post, and Knuckle again off of a smooth creation. Captain finding his ace. 2-0 here in game 2. Kickoff underway. Smooth gets the better of Georgia. Solace goes up, hits it high. Can Knuckle get another open net? And he does. Knuckle being the goal poacher this series so far. I believe scoring 5 now. 2 in the previous match, 3 here. 2 here, sorry. Kickoff underway. Weird kickoff, falls for Smooth. Smooth able to put it in Hawkeye's corner. Solace with a shot, and Daytona are just on all cylinders at the moment. Everything is going their way. Solace just takes advantage of a kickoff, good positioning. Chips the defender 35 yards out of the goal. Kickoff underway. Reiki meets Solace. Knuckle hits it down. Pro gets the boost. Smooth passes the ball to Solace into the midfield. Still has time. Beats Reiki, but Reiki gets a touch to it. Georgia. Knuckle breaks it up. Reiki clears it. Solace onto the sidewall. Gets a second touch. Can Smooth put this in? Off the crossbar, and Daytona find their 5th before 90 seconds have been played. Smooth, free flying off the pass from Solace. Kickoff underway. Reiki meets Solace. Knuckle gets first say on the second ball. Let's see if he can do what Smooth does usually. Can't. Solace with a shot, 6-0 here in game 2. 50 goes to the favor of Daytona. Solace with an open net. Kickoff underway. Smooth meets Georgia. Knuckle gets beat by Pro, but it's not a fastball. Reiki, can he beat Solace? Solace with a good 50, defensive 50. Smooth tries to find an opening on his own corner. Able to find Solace. Solace on a flick. Pro with a clear. Reiki goes up, hits it out of his corner. Can't beat Smooth. Smooth put it in a dangerous area. Pro needs to hit it away. Does so. Solace with his centered ball. Can he do it himself? Pro. Double defensive duty from him. Reiki able to get it under Smooth. Reiki one-on-one. Can he put this in? Solace, good save. Smooth on the counter. Instant attack from Daytona. Solace gets a demo. Knuckle opts to leave it. Daytona reset here. Able to beat Georgia. Bounce goes away from Smooth. Reiki gets a flip reset. Beats Knuckle. Gets it under Solace. Leaves him in the air. Smooth on the counter. Gets a flip reset over Pro. Can't get the double touch though. Can Knuckle put it in for like the 8th time? Nope. Solace. Knuckle with a great bump. Doing the dirty work. And Daytona find their 7th. Solace with a little tap. Knuckle hitting Georgia. Kickoff underway. Georgia meets Smooth. Ball falls to Pro, passes it to Reiki. Reiki goes up, able to beat Knuckle, but 2 Daytona defenders under him. Sullis loses his 50. Smooth clears it onto the sidewall, finds Sullis. Knuckle advances the ball. Pro's back though. Beats Smooth, but loses his life in the action. Reiki gets a somewhat decent 50. Daytona back in numbers. Smooth goes up, runs out of boost. 2-on-2. Good bump. Shot from Sullis. Knuckle, can he put it in? No, he can't. Smooth keeps it in a dangerous area. Smooth goes up again off the sidewall. Hits it down to Sullis, and Sullis barrels the ball in off the post onto his hood. Smooth doing what Knuckle usually does this game, doing all the playmaking. 8-0 for Daytona. Kickoff underway. Georgia loses his 50. Looming ball in front of Hawkeye's net. Knuckle on the roof. Onto the back wall. Reiki clears it. Smooth. Reiki. Smooth. Sullis with a back pass to Knuckle. Knuckle can't go in the air. Gets bumped by Reiki. And Pro, awkward save, but does the job. Sullis. And another assist for Smooth. He's at what now? 5 assists this game. Smooth finding Sullis. And Sullis just lifting the ball into the middle of the goal, beating 2 Hawkeye defenders. 9-0 for Daytona here in game 2. Reiki beats Sullis on the kickoff. Tries to get a second hit. Pro with a shot, a little too wide. Smooth on the counter. Can he get a 6th assist? Opts to shoot it. Reiki clears it. Sullis. Reiki on the counter. Smooth breaks it up. Has Sullis down under him. Sullis with a shot, and it's another open net. That's 6 assists for Smooth here in game 2. Daytona with their biggest lead, I believe, in NJCAAE history. 10 goals in a game. .40 seconds left. Kickoff underway. Reiki meets Sullis. Smooth. Let's see if you can do a solo play. Gets the flip reset. Weird ball. Knuckle tries to mind game on the near post. Knuckle, can he find a pass? Sullis off the crossbar. Good save by Pro. Smooth loses his 50 to Reiki. Sullis. Knuckle to Sullis. Georgia in the middle. Reiki loses 50 in the midfield. Smooth with a pinch, goes wide. Georgia, Reiki in game 2 goes in the favor of Daytona. 10-0. Sullis, man of the match. But that's in points. In reality, it's Smooth. Smooth with a double hat trick of assist here in game 2. Oh, Sullis had 7 goals. I didn't even realize. It's too focused on Smooth. 7 on 11 shooting percentage for Sullis. Game 3 in the series. They don't need one more to close the series. Kickoff underway. Georgia loses the kickoff to Smooth. Knuckle goes up. Reiki. Smooth. Opts to leave the ball. Knuckle clears it barely. Over 1. Knuckle into the corner. Ball goes up. Reiki. Able to be 1 Daytona defender. Knuckle. Can't beat the defense of Hawkeye. Smooth into the corner. Reiki hits it away. Sullis to Smooth. Goes up. Can't beat them. Ball in the corner. Hawkeye. Pro. Shot from Sullis. Can't put it in. Solis off the crossbar. Smooth. Hits it down. Georgior hits it away. Shot from Smooth. Goes over the crossbar. Knuckle can't hit it down. Loose ball. Relentless from Daytona. Can Smooth get a shot in? Solis just puts it out of range with a small touch. Reiki. Knuckle with a shot cleared away by Hawkeye. Smooth puts it back into the fray. Loose ball. Solis. Smooth. Knuckle. To Smooth. Can't connect. Solis. Knuckle now. Goes for a pinch shot. Solis tries to rebound it in. Pro in his own corner. Smooth. Hits it over Reiki. Smooth with a pass to Knuckle. And there's the opening moment for Daytona. Improvement from Hawkeye's side defensively. Took him far longer to be broken down by Daytona, but Daytona being relentless, eventually find a way through. Kickoff underway. Smooth meets Reiki. Georgior gets beat by Knuckle. Loose ball overhead. Pro can't hit it away. Solis into the corner. Solis to Smooth. Shot off target. Reiki on the counter. Gets under Knuckle. Solis goes up. Can't beat Reiki. Loses the 50. Knuckle goes up. Smooth. Can he get the redirect? Off the backboard. Smooth. Can't put it in. Knuckle with the shot. Cleared away by Reiki. Solis off the sidewall. Pro. Able to be one Daytona defender. Knuckle restarts the attack. Taking the ball high. Off the backboard. Double touch. Not successful. Smooth with the center ball. Knuckle, can he find Solis with the shot? Solis leaves it for Smooth, and perfect. Great placement from Smooth. Solis realizing he was a little too close to the ball, just letting it go overhead. Smooth placing the ball to the right bottom corner, giving Daytona a 2-goal lead here in Game 3. Kickoff underway. Pro. Solis, can he do it himself? Can't get the double touch. Smooth. It's down to Knuckle. Top corner, Smooth. Able to get the rebound. 3-0 Daytona. Kickoff underway. Solis gets the best of it over Pro. Smooth redirects it. Knuckle goes up. Only man with boost. Can he put this down for a teammate? Smooth, not in a good position. Reiki. Solis. Can he find a teammate? Good shot from Smooth. Solis finding Smooth this time around. 4-0 Daytona. Kickoff underway. Solis meets Georgior. Smooth. Chips one. Reiki with a shot. Smooth needs to save this. Does so. Knuckle. To Solis. Can Solis put this in? Double touch Reiki. Ending that opportunity of a sick play for Daytona. Smooth. Reiki gets the better of the 50. Solis. Back onto the sidewall. Solis crosses it to Knuckle. And Knuckle makes it look easy. A simple switch of play from Daytona. One side of the field to the other. Solis finding Knuckle. And he hits it down with the hood of his car to an empty net. 5-0 Daytona. Kickoff underway. Loose ball. Solis leaves it for Knuckle. Smooth with a shot. Good save by Georgior. Smooth goes up. Can he find Solis? Somehow does. Reiki with a good save. Knuckle Knuckle again, smooth. Shot, a little too high. Reiki on the counter. Solus puts it high. Knuckle squeezes it under Pro, beating the other defender. Knuckle doing it himself. 6-0 for Daytona. Off the sidewall, lets the ball go under Pro, and George are just in the awkward angle. Kickoff underway. Reiki meets Smooth. Solus with little boost needs to be George or almost made something of it, but Hawkeye cleared away. Smooth with a pinch. Knuckle with a pass upfield. Solus gets a touch to it. Reiki doing defensive dirty work for his team, not letting them get clipped. Knuckle just eating an open ball that bounced off the corner wall. 7-0 Daytona. Kickoff underway. 9 seconds left here. Daytona mathematically taking the first series of the night. Pro with a good save. Reiki hits it away. Smooth. And that is wraps. Daytona take the series over Hawkeye. The second series versus Wake Tech will start shortly. Very big matchup spiritually for the organization. If there's any team that I would consider a rival, it'd be them. We've played them like, I don't know, 8, 9 times. I believe they've taken 2 or 3 series, and we've taken 6 or 7. So stick around. We'll catch you when that starts. Alrighty, Series 2 will be underway very shortly. Just waiting for everyone to load up into the lobby. Alrighty. Everyone from Daytona is in. A new look Wake Tech team moving on from Deadsy, Flick, and Onset. New starting lineup, Mata, Trout, and Piani. Kickoff underway. Trout gets the best of it. Sullis goes up. Can't beat Trout cleanly. Mata regains it in the midfield. Gets beat out by Knuckles. Smooth. Can he find Sullis with a shot? Beautiful teamwork early on from Daytona. Smooth driving the ball into his teammate using physics. I wonder if he takes it here at Daytona. Sullis guiding the ball behind Piani. Kickoff underway. Smooth meets Trout. Mata off the wall. Gets bumped by a Daytona player. Cleared away by Smooth. 50 goes in the favor of Daytona. Sullis able to beat one. Mata hits it downfield towards Daytona's net. Smooth hits it high. Sullis, the recipient. Can he put this in up with a double touch? Can't do it cleanly. Knuckle tries to rebound it. Wake Tech weather the storm. Smooth to Knuckle. Knuckle back to Smooth. Up into the corner. Couldn't do much more from there. Attack reset. Sullis hits it high. Mata breaks it up. Knuckle on the sidewall, able to beat Piani. Sullis. Trout able to hit it over one Daytona defender. Broken up by Knuckle. Sullis hits it down to Smooth. Able to beat one. Smooth, can he beat a second one? Finds Sullis. Trout breaks up the pass with a 50. Mata hits it towards Daytona's corner. Hit away by Knuckle. Sullis. Loose ball. Smooth into the corner. Trout. Not Hawkeye. Wake Tech cleared away. Smooth with a shot. Good save by Mata. Sullis can't beat Trout. Knuckle off the backboard. Smooth into the corner. 50 hit away by Mata. Sullis off the sidewall, has some boost, tries to find a teammate or go by himself. Beats Piani. Loose ball on the goal line. Trout somehow regains control. Smooth putting the pressure back on. Smooth with the pass, puts it behind Knuckle. Knuckle. Piani misses the ball. Mata can't get control. Smooth is in the middle. Sullis maybe should have gone for a pass there. Passes it too late. Knuckle with a shot. Good save by Piani. Knuckle to Sullis. Can't redirect it in. Counterattack here from Wake Tech, broken up by Smooth. Daytona being relentless here in game one. Piani misses the ball. Mata. Knuckle catches his teammate, not able to get a clean 50. 2-on-1, Smooth breaks away. Sullis to Knuckle with a shot. Can't beat Trout. Sullis puts it back into the middle. Smooth with a shot. Good save by Mata. Sullis goes up, has one more in the midfield. Knuckle, can he put it in this time? Bangs off the crossbar, bounces off the goal line, and goes in. 2-0 Daytona. Sullis finding Knuckle after a failed attempt early on. Daytona take a 2-0 lead here in game one. Second dominant sighting of the day. Sullis, Piani. Knuckle hits it high. Can he hit it down for Sullis? Trout makes it weird on the backboard. Sullis puts towards the net, a little too wide. Mata in the corner, Smooth. Trout. Sullis to Knuckle. Doesn't have much velocity. Somehow finds a way though. Demo coming in from Sullis. Sorry, Smooth. Demoing Piani in the goal, and Knuckle getting a favorable 50 against Trout, putting in the back of the net. Kickoff underway. Mata meets Knuckle. Sullis gets the kickoff. Has no boost in the tank though. Ball going towards Daytona's net, and Wake Tech bite back. Piani finds a goal. Shoots the ball around 70 yards downfield. Finds an open net. Kickoff underway. Trout meets Smooth. Goes in the favor of Wake Tech. Sullis is back though. Makes it very awkward for himself, but Daytona able to get out of that pinch. Smooth. Can he find a teammate? Knuckle with a pinch. Goes way too high. Now Wake Tech on the counter. Trout flicks it. Sullis doesn't have to hit it away, but Smooth double commits with them. Daytona recoup. Knuckle loses the ball to Trout. Trout to Piani. Hit behind him though. Smooth on the counter. Tries to pinch it. Smooth. Knuckle, open net, but no one's there. Smooth, able to find a tight angle, hitting it into the goal. 4-1 Daytona. Smooth just gets on to the ground first, able to recover before the two Wake Tech defenders. Makes it look easy. Kickoff underway. Trout, Smooth. Smooth into the corner. Can't find anyone. Knuckle hits it up. Trout clears off his backboard. Knuckle hits it down. Minute left here in game one. Mata, can he find his teammate? Broken up by Smooth. Smooth, can he do it himself? Mata loses control. Trout clears off the goal line out of the clutch of Knuckle. Smooth. Trout. Sullis opts to take it slow, has Knuckle aside of him. Can he beat Mata? Can he do it himself? He can. Piani just caught on the goal line. Kickoff underway. Knuckle misses the ball off the sidewall, and Mata puts it in. Another defensive error by Daytona. A lot of whiffing going on. Kickoff underway. Sullis meets Piani. Knuckle looming. Trout gets the favor on the kickoff. Smooth hits it away out of the danger zone. Smooth with no boost. A shot. Piani puts it off target. Sullis, can he find his teammate in the midfield? Puts it behind Knuckle. Mata with a clear. 10 seconds left here in game one. Daytona clinching it. Sullis, can he get a redirect? Hits it high. Knuckle, can he put this in? Passes it. Smooth. Just a little wide. Good save by Mata. On the counter, Trout tries to put it in. Hits the ground before it goes in. Daytona take game one, 5-2 over Wake Tech. Sullis, man of the match. 2 goals for him, 2 assists, a double brace. Knuckle also getting a brace, 1 assist for him, and Smooth single digits across the scoreboard. Kickoff underway. Solace meets Mata in the midfield. Knuckle over Trout. Piani gets bumped. Smooth on the counter. Can't be Mata. Couldn't get a second touch in the air. Loose ball, awkward ball. Mata with an opportunity to shoot. Knuckle with a good save on his near post. Knuckle on the counter. No boost though, so Trout gets it easily. Smooth misses the ball. Knuckle loses his 50 to Mata. Mata in Daytona's corner. Smooth recoups and clears it. 50 goes in the favor of Piani. Knuckle into his own corner. Trout with a shot. Smooth. Smooth again in the air. Moves the ball forward. Gets a flip reset over Piani. Trout coming in clutch with the clear off the backboard. A lead for Knuckle by Sullis. Mata gets a good 50. Sullis with a pass to Smooth. Trout doing a lot of defensive duty, keeping his team in it here in the first minute. Smooth. Piani hits it away. Daytona reset. Smooth puts it back into Wake Tech's corner. Trout. Smooth with a shot. Near post. Trout's there though. Sullis into the corner. Loose ball. Pandemonium, but Wake Tech get out of it. Mata. Smooth. Loose ball in the midfield. Sullis takes it. Flip reset. Puts it wide though. Smooth. Knuckle. See what he can do. Trout hits it down. Sullis not in the best position, so off to take it slow. Smooth off the backboard. Can't get the double touch. Knuckle over Mata. Mata gets a touch on it. Loose ball above Wake Tech's net. Smooth. These are for Sullis. Good save by Trout. Reading the ball on the top corner. Another pass from Daytona. Would be a real shame if Wake Tech break the flow here. Smooth. Finds Knuckle cross field. Hits it up. Can he beat Piani? Can't get it. Sullis redirects it. Trout clears off the goal line. Mata. Smooth. Into the corner. Creates an opening, but Trout clears it downfield. Sullis recoups it on his goal line. On the roof. Hit away by Smooth. Piani. Knuckle whiffing the ball, putting Daytona in a weird area. Mata rings off the post. Knuckle. Mata taking his time. Has 2 Daytona defenders to beat. Beats Smooth with a weird flick. Knuckle recouping, going towards Wake Tech's net. Gets a flip reset. Can he center it for his teammate? Smooth with a shot, but Trout's there again. That must be 4 for him now. Loose ball centered. Trout on the counter. Able to get it over Knuckle. Smooth's there though. Ball goes up. Knuckle missing again. Smooth. Sullis. Piani. Into the corner. Gets it over Knuckle. Smooth. Mata with a good positioning, but Sullis gets there just in time. Sullis puts it cross field. Trout intercepts it. Trout. Smooth. Just Sullis. He has Knuckle in the middle. Off the backboard. Can't do it himself. Knuckle. Defensive duty from Wake Tech proving formidable for Daytona in game 2. Trout. Sullis breaks it up in Wake Tech's corner. Mata hitting it towards the midfield. Knuckle. Trout with a shot. Smooth. Able to clear it up. Sullis off the roof. Can he find Knuckle with a shot? Puts it over Mata. Trout again with another save. Smooth takes it high. Has 2 teammates behind him. Knuckle. And finally, after 4 minutes and 1 second, Daytona find an opening. Relentless. Wake Tech doing their job defensively. Trout being their star man. But Daytona eventually able to break it down. Kickoff underway. Trout. Smooth. Puts it up. Has a teammate to his side. He can do it himself though. Gets it over Mata's head. Knuckle goes for a shot. Trout with another clear. Mata. Sullis. Ball falls to Trout. Trout. Knuckle gets a good touch to it. Sullis goes for a bump and misses. Smooth keeps it in Wake Tech's corner. Smooth gets a 50. Knuckle, Sullis both go up for it. Trout, 50 goes against him, but falls to Piani. Smooth gets beat up, but somehow still has the ball. Gets a flip reset. Can't beat Mata. Sullis into the corner. Trout clears it. Counts it as a save. Knuckle into the corner. Piani. Sullis with no boost. Can't beat Mata. Smooth with his shot, and Trout finally gets beat. Smooth making the lead double here in game 2. Beating Trout on his near side. Trout caught cheating a little bit on his near post. 12 seconds left here. Wake Tech need a miracle. Kickoff underway. Smooth meets Piani. Knuckle, Mata, Sullis off the roof. Trout, loose ball. Can Knuckle put this in to make it 3? Piani with a good save. And Daytona breakthrough in game 2. Smooth the MVP. I want to see how many saves Trout has, though. 7 for Wake Tech. It's good defense all around from them. Trout proving that he's the man defensively. Game 3. Kickoff underway. If Daytona win this, they take the series. Knuckle meets Piani. Sullis gets it past Piani, broken up by Mata. Ball falls to Trout. Not able to gain control though. Knuckle, Smooth with a weird 50. Daytona retreating. Sullis going forward though. Let's see what he can do. Tough angle, couldn't be Piani. Knuckle puts it back into the corner. Can he redirect it himself? He can't. Maybe if he was in at Dominus. Smooth. Ball barrels towards the net, but goes wide. Knuckle. Mata centers it for Sullis off the top right. Can't put it in. Sullis just hit it down to Smooth. Does so, but Smooth's not in a position to play the ball, so he just holds it up. Knuckle to Sullis. Able to beat Piani, but the ball didn't have enough velocity. Sullis again. Loose ball. Smooth. Knuckle goes up for it. Calls off his teammate. Hit away by Trout. That's kind of funny. His name's Trout. He jumped up into the sky. You know, because Trout. Anyway, Smooth on the counter. Loose ball, and Sullis able to put it in. Smooth just barrels it, gets a good 50. Right side of Wake Tech's net. And Sullis, the man in the middle, just tapping it in. Kickoff underway. Sullis meets Piani. Loose ball. Touched again by Wake Tech. Smooth. Able to gain control. Gets over Mata. Piani with a shot. Knuckle. Bailed out by the crossbar. Mataud. Smooth. Sullis. Trout clears it. Back into the fray by Smooth. Knuckle hits it down. Sullis is looking the wrong way though. Sullis recoups. Trout trying to make it awkward for Daytona. Mataud does so. Knuckle. Smooth. Piani. Sullis clears it. Smooth on the counter. Breakaway. Can he find his teammate? Able to get over Trout, but Mataud's there. Knuckle. Trout. Trout. Sullis keeps control in the midfield. Knuckle goes up. Able to beat Piani. Redirects it. Trout gets demoed. Knuckle with the shot, and Daytona find a second here in game 3. Daytona make it very hard to give up space in the final third. If you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, you'll get demoed or you'll just get beat. Individual skill and intuition is a differential here in this series. Knuckle. Piani tries to center it. Knuckle able to beat one defender. Trout's the last man to beat. Able to make it awkward for Knuckle. Sullis gets the 50 over Trout. Smooth. Able to squeeze it in on a very, very tight angle in front of the right post. Sullis gets the 50 off the roof. Bounces off the backboard. Smooth. Able to beat Piani at the near post. Kickoff underway, and Knuckle meets Mata. Smooth. Trout with a shot. Sullis is there, though. Piani with a rebound. Smooth on the breakaway. Mata breaks it up. Doesn't get a good touch, though. Makes it awkward for himself, and Knuckle hits the ball into the post. Smooth. Hits it down. Trout with a flick. Sullis into Wake Tech's corner. Mata needs to clear this away. Opts to take it under Knuckle. Now on the counter. Broken up by Smooth. Piani and Smooth meet. Smooth gets the best of it. Trout in an awkward position. Smooth hits it down. And Knuckle on the goal line, stealing Smooth's net. Trout just gets beat. Smooth. Knuckle on the goal line. Kickoff underway. Trout meets Smooth. Trout gets the better of him. Knuckle goes up. Flicks it over. Trout. Somehow the ball finds the backboard. Smooth puts in the upright. Defensive error from Wake Tech. Knuckle. Trout and Piani just getting caught up on each other, and Smooth places the ball perfectly. Kickoff underway. Mata meets Knuckle. Smooth gets the best of the kickoff. Doesn't have any boost, though. Finds Sullis in the middle. Sullis not with the best pass back. Piani. Knuckle. Trout. Onto the sidewall. Sullis doesn't get a touch on it. Smooth gets a favorable 50. Falling to Knuckle. Passes it across field. Broken up by Mata. Smooth. Sullis into the corner. Hits it down. Piani. Smooth. Piani with a shot. Goes backwards, though. Sullis and Knuckle on the counter. Knuckle tries to find Sullis. Trout. Trout. Let's see what he can do. Gets broken up. Sullis. Knuckle. Sullis with the opening. Gets demoed, though, by Mata. Knuckle. Smooth. Solo show. Gets hit away by Piani. Trout. Sullis. The good 50. Knuckle squeezes it in. Knuckle being a fox in the box today. 6-0 for Daytona here in Game 3. Kickoff underway. Sullis meets Piani. Goes in the favor of Daytona. Knuckle. Matowed. Smooth goes up. Mata hits it away. Knuckle just standing in a defensive position. Smooth. Sullis bangs the ball into Wake Tech's corner. Knuckle with a weird hit. Able to beat Trout, but Mata clears the ball away before Knuckle could do something sick. Sullis to Smooth. Smooth hits it just a little wide. Knuckle. Smooth hits it high. Over Piani. And Knuckle just outweights Mata, and Knuckle walks the ball into the back of the net. Daytona just too overwhelming for this new look Wake Tech. 7-0, Game 3. Kickoff underway. Mata. Piani. Sullis to Smooth. Knuckle. Sullis hits it away from Knuckle. That was kind of mean. Smooth. Knuckle. Trout. Sullis keeps it up. Can Daytona find one more? Mata keeps it up. Smooth. Into the back wall. Mata. Ball still up. So the game doesn't end, although Daytona has already won the series. Knuckle with a bicycle kick. Smooth. Into the corner. Still kept up by Smooth. Smooth. Knuckle. Sullis turtling. And the ball finally goes down. Daytona take Game 3. The new look Wake Tech wasn't a match, but, you know, it takes time to build chemistry. I hope the best for them. Daytona looked a little shaky in the first game, in the first series. Ever since then, They look like their old selves. Granted, they are missing the ball here and there. Maybe it's just some banter. It's nice to see them bounce back after some unfortunate results, both at the Bluegrass Land NJCAA last week and the Battle for Florida. But they proved themselves that that was just a mix-up. That was just, a one-time thing. Bounce back. I'm Cyan. I'll catch you around. Thank you for tuning in to this NJCAAE match week.